course, of a disease that has infected and killed lions in Tanzania. Canine distemper now appears to be spread mostly by other carnivores, such as hyenas, jackals, and foxes. VOA's Jody Kepawa reports.
In 1994,
about 30% of the lions in Serengeti National Park died from what was then a mysterious neurological disease. It was later identified as canine distemper. Veterinarian Phyllis Lancaster says the dynamics of the distemper virus are extremely complex.
It's an infectious disease that's caused by a virus called the canine distemper virus, which is in the same family as measles and ringworm. So it's a viral infection that affects dogs commonly, but it can also infect wild carnivore species.
In the 94 outbreak, domestic dogs were responsible.
There are lots of domestic dogs living in human communities around the national park. And there's one particular area from the northwest of the national park where there's a lot of people and
Over various animals have been tested for signs of canine distemper.
what we found has been peaks in antibodies in the lion population. So the virus has come into the population since the 1994 outbreak. And what we were expecting to see of those peaks would be related to peaks of antibodies in the domestic dog population, showing that the domestic dog population had an outbreak of distemper, and that would be then followed by an outbreak in the lion population.
However, the antibody peak in lions did not correspond to a peak in domestic dogs, so the dogs were not the primary source. Lancaster says the canine distemper virus is spread by physical contact.
Social contact within a social group, like a lion or a domestic dog, like dogs nurturing each other or finding each other, fighting, mating. But it's also spread from species to species. We think at points of contact, like when carnivores scavenge at a carcass and you get multiple species at that carcass and they might fight with each other, or they might eat a bit of meat or a bone that's already been contaminated with the saliva from one animal. That is an area where disease can move from one species to another.
And